Sir Graham Brady has confirmed that he has received 48 letters from Conservative MPs, so there will now be a vote of confidence in my leadership of the Conservative Party. I will contest that vote with everything I've got.
Well, that's British Prime Minister Theresa May earlier today after her decision to delay the vote on Brexit triggered a no-confidence vote in Parliament. Tonight's ballot could determine her future. May needs a simple majority from 158 of 315 Conservative lawmakers to remain the head of her party. Let's bring in Niall Gardner, director of the Margaret Thatcher Centre for Freedom at the Heritage Foundation. Thank you for joining us this morning. So she's putting out a big warning there to those who want her out and what the implications are for the future of Brexit. What would the fallout be if she is voted out?
Well, if Theresa May is voted out, there will be a leadership contest within the Conservative Party, and you'll see a new Conservative Prime Minister coming in January. So this doesn't mean that the government will collapse at all. This just means that there would be a new leader of the Conservative Party who would then lead Britain into the Brexit era. And I think that certainly there's growing disenchantment with Theresa May's leadership within the Conservative Party. She is seen as extremely weak-kneed in her negotiations with the European Union. And after all, Theresa May is no Margaret Thatcher. She has cowered before the EU in the EU Brexit negotiations, and many Conservatives feel that Theresa May is far too weak a leader to take Britain down the path towards Brexit. So hence this no-confidence vote this evening. It's
fascinating to watch this all play out. And pro-Brexit lawmakers put out this joint statement saying that in the national interest, May must go. They're making the case that her plan fails to deliver on the clean break from the EU that they want. How do they see that? How does it break from that?
Right, so Theresa May's proposed Brexit deal that she's negotiated with the European Union is a very, very weak agreement. Basically, the agreement means that Britain will be kept inside the EU customs union indefinitely, which means that Britain cannot sign its own free trade agreements. Britain will be subject to rulings of the European Court of Justice. Britain will, in effect, be a satellite of the European Union. And so many Brexiteers within the Conservative Party have said enough is enough. Theresa May cannot lead Britain any longer. And without a doubt, I think this is a very disastrous deal that she has negotiated. There's absolutely no prospect whatsoever that she will get this deal through Parliament. And I think the only course forward now for Britain really is to move towards a no-deal Brexit. But certainly, you know, Theresa May's leadership has been incredibly poor. And I think the mood within the Conservative Party is that, you know, Theresa May has had 2 years to negotiate this deal with the European Union. She has failed miserably, and she has been bullied by the EU. And this is an unacceptable state of affairs.
Well, you're certainly seeing a lot of that uncertainty play out. We'll see where all of that goes with that next vote about to happen. Now I want to turn to the latest on this France terrorist attack and the manhunt that is currently underway at this hour as we learn